T.B.Photo X1.5 to FX, and welcome back to another video. Well, this one is gonna be titled Film Magic, and I'm gonna go into that a little bit, but anyway, back home from work and a little bit tired after a long day, so if I'm stumbling over my words, it's just because I'm a little bit brain drained. But anyway, like there's any difference than I normally am, but anyway, joking aside. Just a little bit of a backstory. This is going to be a short video, but anyway, it's titled The Magic of Film because a couple of months ago, actually, my parents went on a trip for a week to the Italian island of Sardinia. And for you James Bond fans out there who might remember the movie The Spy Who Loved Me, it was actually that island that they went to with the Lotus that went underwater. That was Sardinia. But anyway, that's beside the point. My parents were gonna go. I was gonna be at home watching the house and the cat. But what I thought was that I want to give them a little bit of a gift for this trip. So what I did do was that I snuck into my dad's luggage was my Nikon EM. It had the 50mm f1.8 Nikon lens on it, and I had loaded it with a 36 exposure roll of Fujifilm C200. But anyway, they phoned me when they got to the hotel, and I told them that look underneath Dad's baseball caps in his luggage and I have a surprise for you. They found the camera, and I told them over the phone that now I want you to take this roll of film and just bring back some good holiday memories. Well, I didn't develop this roll myself. It's a C41 film, so we sent it off. We have a Galleria at home in Gävle, which still have a fairly good photo store in it, and they sent it off to be developed. And we just said we just want the film roll, no printed images, and then I took it here to Uppsala and I scanned the negatives. And when I started to see these images coming up one after the other, I started to see some, if you ever have the chance to go to Sardinia, I would really recommend it. I know I was there once in the 90s when I was basically under 10 years old with my parents. So I have some vague memories of the island, and it's beautiful. But anyway, these images I knew were, they're film images, they're scanned with my Canon scanner, and I started to see this magic of film. And keep in mind, the Nikon EM is an aperture priority camera only, and my parents weren't really, used to taking images with it. So the first images that I took were actually very blurry. They were very out of focus. So I thought first, okay, is this going to be the entire roll of film that it's going to be? But gradually, actually, the images started to become more and more in focus, and the quality started to increase extremely. And what I started to see was, real beauty in these images. I know it's my parents and none of them are really that keen to be photographers, but they kind of showed a forgotten thing, or whatever you want to call it, that X factor about film, the quality, the analog quality, and the kind of organic nature of it, that X factor. And probably one image that I won't show because I want to protect my parents' anonymity, but one image that I really thought was summarizing everything was, by default, it must be my dad who took a portrait of my mother, and she's actually standing with her smartphone taking a shot of a landscape. But that really sums it up, that it's old technology taking a picture of new technology. And I thought this sums it up so beautifully, that these images, these 36 exposures, even though my parents are not, into photography as such, you started to notice that every image they took with the camera, they were more thought into it because they had a limited amount of exposures, while the pictures that I later saw on their phones were basically more snapshots in the way that they didn't have the same amount of thought process behind them, which is also a little bit of a benefit with film in my opinion. But anyway, I'm just rambling on at this point, so anyway, I will just like to show you the images. So anyway, this is Tobias Bergstrom from T.B.Photo X1.5 to FX, and I would like to see you guys in the next video. And as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, as you're supposed to say in this YouTube malarkey. So take care from now on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.